he imitates the society in his time with the society before the birth of Islam and before Prophet Muhammad. So it means that all of the people, they are disbelievers in his vision and in his ideas. So
as long as they are what? As long as they do not adhere to his own beliefs.
yeah, this is for his own beliefs, for him. Even that they are called or with their names that they are Muslims, but they don't practice the Islam. And for him, they should do everything, and it was more radical ideas. And I think in Quran even that God said to Prophet Muhammad, إنما أنت مذكر لست عليهم بمسيطر. So there is no control and there is no pushing in the religion that you call the people ولو كنت فظا غليظ القلب لانفضوا من حولك وجادلهم بالتي أحسن. We have lots of verses in Quran that to call the people, even that they don't practice the right Islam, how to call them and how to preach them in a good way. But Sayyid Qutb
In a way
was
that
more
attract
radical.
them, that attracted
Yes, to attract
them
them.
to
There is
the
no
religion.
there is no
Yes.
oppression, there is no obligation in Islam that it is that you like to do that. It's something that you like to do that. So for him, he considered that all the society as a disbelieving society, even that they are Muslims just by their names. So lots of other groups, they took these ideas and started to have another figures of Islamic sects and organizations.
Right. And we'll speak about the sects, but let me here ask you, on which basis did he base his own thoughts and ideas?
He took these ideas from some traditional Islamic thinkers and imams, and I think, but he used it more radically, and I think he based on Ibn Taymiyyah. Ibn Taymiyyah is a great scientist and he had lots of things, but some people, when they took some ideas from Ibn Taymiyyah, they misused these ideas and they used it more radically.
Yes, they did not interpret his ideas in the proper way, you mean?
Yeah, yes. They made it more radical. And also, you know that also in some Islamic traditions and Sunnah, also some people we have, as we say that, interpretation or ta'wil, especially the internal interpretation for ta'wil as he wants and according to his ways.
Yes.
That,
Interpretation.
Yeah, interpretation. That if he is more radical, so it will be so far for his ideas, and it will be more radical ideas that he have. So, from the teachings of Sayyid Qutb, we had some other brands and branches and groups that they are more radical and fundamentalist. We have Al-Jihad. Al-Jihad was founded by a former Brotherhood members, okay? And he started his ideas that he considered that the whole society is a disbelieving society, so we should bulverse this the regime, and even also the regime also it is a disbelieving regime, so we should bulverse this and to change this regime even by power and even to kill the responsibles or the rulers of this in order to spread Sharia. So they consider that it is a duty and it is an obligation to spread Sharia even by power, that we consider it as violence, okay, or by force, that we consider that as violence because there is no obligation in this, but for their beliefs that. Also, we had another branch of this that is called a takfir wal hijra. Also, they consider the society as a disbelieving, but we should isolate ourselves, we should leave it, and we should immigrate from this society, which is a bad society, which is a disbelieving society, and after that we should fight them, but we should leave them and abandon this society. So we call it as hijra, takfir. So they consider all the people, they are disbelievers, okay, as a takfir. And then hijra, we should abandon all this, and then after that we should use the force and the violence in order to change all this. And
they prepare for the society, and then they come back for fighting.
Yes, after that with a power, with a force, this in order to change everything according to their visions and according to their ideas. And lots of thinkers, Islamic thinkers, they consider such groups like Khawarij. They are considered to be the Khawarij of this time. And I think the idea of Khawarij, it started even from the beginning of Islam in the time of Sayyidina Ali ibn Abi Talib, when they abandoned him from his army and they consider him as a disbeliever. And Sayyidina Ali, who is one of the greatest companions, was the cousin of Prophet Muhammad. He was a great companion and someone that we cannot deny about his belief and about his faith. But they consider him as a disbeliever. So this is the interpretation or the ta'wil for them according to their ideas for that. Okay, so the idea of Khawarij that started even from the beginning of Islam, that the people they consider some of the great companions as a disbeliever. So for us, even for our time now, and to consider the whole society as disbeliever, so I think it is normal according to what started before from the idea of the Khawarij.
Then came the Jama'at Islamiyya.
Yes.
And what is exactly the Jama'at Islamiyya, or from where do they
we can say without exaggeration that most of them, they were or they started their ideas from Al-Ikhwan, from the Muslim brothers, especially from the teaching of Sayyid Qutb, as we said before. And we have lots of figures, lots of associations and movements. Most of them, they are radical. Even that, we can say that Al-Ikhwan, they are moderate and they have their own ideas, but also they have also a problem even for Ikhwan themselves. They have in their tradition a tamkeen, or how to control everything, because they believe that they are the right group. And according to a tradition of Prophet Muhammad, that he said that my nation will be divided into 72 groups. All of them, they will be on the hellfire except one group. So Muslim brothers,
they consider themselves this group.
Yes, they consider themselves as they are this group that the Prophet Muhammad talked about that. So they should lead all the other Muslims, and they should be on the beginning, and the other one, they should follow
They
them.
should lead and others should follow.
Yes, should follow without even partnership. So for them, they have that idea of tamkeen and control, how to control everything in the society. And I think we can see something like that during their rule when Muhammad Morsi, he was the president of Egypt, that they don't like the partnership with the other. They don't want any other partners with them. And I think that is so far from the tradition of Islam or the teaching of Quran. And I think in Quran, وَشَاوِرْهُمْ فِي الْأَمْرِ وَأَمْرُهُمْ شُورَ بَيْنَهُم, it is mentioned and how to consult the other people and to get their opinions. Maybe they have good decisions or the good ideas that you can benefit of them. But the problem for Muslim brothers, that no, we have the right way, we have the right path, we have the right ideas. Also for them, they have the ideas of Hassan al-Banna that they were from 85 years old. Hassan al-Banna was not a prophet, so we should revise his ideas. Okay, we don't talk about Prophet Muhammad.
And he was not even an Al-Azhar scholar.
Yes, no, he was Dar al-Ulum. It's not far from Al-Azhar. Yani. We can say that Dar al-Ulum, okay, it is similar to Al-Azhar, but Al-Azhar, it's more religious, and Dar al-Ulum, it is
the Al-Azhar is a more profound institute, Islamic institute.
Yeah, that is sure.
Yes.
So for them, they depend on these ideas, and they exaggerate for Hassan al-Banna. So a friend of mine, he's a doctor, and he was one of their groups. He said that Hassan al-Banna, he is the second man after the Prophet who could unite the Muslims. So they put Hassan al-Banna on the same scale with Prophet Muhammad. He is the second man with Prophet, okay, and he is the man that he united the whole Muslim and gathered and collected all of them this behind him, or to be with him. Also, they consider him as the Imam. So when you take with them, when they say that Imam, for them, Hassan al-Banna, not anyone else. Even that for us, for Imam, we talk about Ibn al-Qayyim, Ibn Taymiyyah, and the great Islamic thinkers, but for them, Al-Imam, it means Hassan al-Banna. Even that Hassan al-Banna, he did not leave any science or any books, great books for him, that we can benefit of that. Just we have the messages or the letters of Hassan al-Banna, Rasail Hassan al-Banna. This is all that we have from him. So why that they exaggerate for his position, and they consider him as the second man after the Prophet Muhammad. So,
and from here came the idea that Muhammad Morsi was continuing with the message of Hassan al-Banna of trying to unite the Muslims under one
Yes.
leadership.
Yes, I can say that. Yeah, this is